Let's continue with the World Series, taking you to the top of the ninth. 2 on, no outs, game tied. Bellinger at the plate. He doubles to the gap and left center. His second double of the game. That drives in Corey Seager from second base to give the Dodgers a 2-1 lead. Bellinger really coming through for the Dodgers today.
He knows it was a big spot. He knows he's been struggling, and he came through big for his club.
An RBI sac fly would add another run for the Dodgers before Joc Pederson came to the plate. 2 on, Pederson hits a 3-run shot to right to blow the game open. Rough outing for Joe Musgrove and, of course, closer Ken Giles, who became the second pitcher ever to allow a run in 6 games within a postseason. The Dodgers take down the Astros 6-2, and they even that series up. But is this what you actually want to see? You want to see in the World Series these teams a lot of back and forth, tie it up at 2 games apiece. We want this to go to 7, right? Isn't that the whole idea?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think, you look at this, if the Astros were to win this game, knowing how good they've been at home, they didn't have a blemish on their record up until tonight at home at Minute Maid. It begs the question, if they win tonight, are they just going to wrap this thing up and win a couple in a row here at home, and we never get back to L.A.? From a neutral fan perspective, we want the ebb and the flow. We want to see this thing like a heavyweight championship fight, going back and forth, round by round, going to each different team. And it creates so many storylines here. Now that the rookie phenom Bellinger has gotten going, will that really spark the Dodgers offense? What the hell is A.J. Hinch going to do at the back end? We saw the recipe going to Peacock for 3 2/3 yesterday. He clearly can't go to Giles. You heard the stat LB gave us. So for me, this is going to be very fascinating going forward, the chess match between these two managers, and also to see if the Dodgers offense is sparked by Bellinger's big performance with a couple doubles tonight.
Yeah, and this may be a little bit off topic, but I think it's erroneous on all accounts that Houston gets to play the second biggest game of a series on its home field. They don't have the best record in baseball. The Dodgers do. And the fact that they're not going to L.A. and then back to Houston for 6.
You think it should be 2-2, 1-1-1-1?
Yeah.
Would you consider this the biggest game in the series so far?
This one?
Yeah, coming up, Game 5.
Coming up, yes. Absolutely. Always. In a best of 7.
I don't mind the current setup, though. It's a lot of travel.
Personal flights! Private
But
planes!
still, you know how it is flying.
Just summoned all the dogs of the neighborhood to come over.
I just think this is a major advantage for Houston, and they shouldn't have any advantage in this series because that's the advantage of the regular season and having the best record.
When you think of the biggest games in a 7-game series, assuming it goes 7 games, which this very well could.
5 and 7.
1, 5, and 7.
So the home team should have the advantage in all of those games, in my eyes, or the best record.
But if you're going to give the Dodgers, and I'll play devil's advocate for half a second here, if you're going to give the Dodgers games 1 and 7, if it goes 7, these are 200-win teams. There's only 2 wins, 3 wins that separated these two clubs. Should they really get 1, 5, 7? At least give the crux of the middle of that series to Houston. I'm making an argument against you, but I technically agree with you. I think it should be 2-2, 1-1-1. I think that'd be a little bit more fair. Be that as it may, I agree with A.J. Hinch. I think we all kind of felt like with these two juggernaut squads, we were going to see a real back and forth. We're seeing it right now, and we're set up for a very interesting next couple games, and specifically a very interesting Game 5.
Well, to your point, Doyle, tonight it didn't matter, though, that they were in Houston.
Yeah.
For
they only had
tonight's
2
game.
hits. You can't win a game with 2 hits.
It's the first game the Astros lost at home during the playoffs. So,
But the Dodgers still won it. So whatever that means.
Right, the command.